Are we live? Are we live? We're live. Yo, I'm streaming to myself tonight. What's up, my friends? We got some Magic the Gathering here for you. It's a little bit of. Ooh. I'm gonna start this song. Audio testing. Just gonna turn this. Cool. All right. Just want a little bit of audio. I don't want too much audio. How's it going? Modern Horizons 3 came out. But I don't have a Modern Horizons 3 deck in paper, so I'm going to send Gruul Prowess, because that's what I have in paper, and see how it stands up against some Modern Horizons 3 decks. Hope you're doing good. This is Mangu's deck. You know what they say about the sincerest form of flattery? It's imitation. Let's join this league. 28 active players. That's certainly something. How are y'all doing tonight? I have some commercial-free music playing so that my channel doesn't get flagged. I'm out here, and we already found an opponent. Let's go. We get to play first. Let's go. Johnny PYP. Johnny, pick your own poison. John, pick your own poison. That's what that means. This is a great opening hand. We are playing Prowess, so we try to play fast, but I'm not going to make dumb mistakes tonight. Famous last words. We're going to keep this hand. This is a good hand. Gives us a turn 1, gives us a turn 2, and it lets us Prowess off of getting more lands to do more things. Or to get non-lands. That's the great thing about Abundant Harvest. Looks like our opponent will get into 5 cards. That's pretty good for us. How are y'all doing tonight? I'm just talking to myself, actually. And that's okay. That's how streaming to a small audience is. I used to stream very regularly. I used to stream Pokemon Coliseum every week, but I 100%ed Pokemon Coliseum, and I don't want to 100% any other Pokemon game. Not that doing so is bad. I specifically set out to do it for Pokemon Coliseum. I did it. That's the end. Okay, secluded courtyard naming human. We got a human. Let's see. Should that champion of the parish stay? I think that what I'm about to do is the correct decision. Oh, I didn't play the Swift Spear, so that's not the correct. We already misplayed on turn 2 of the stream. Oh, what is learning? What is mastery but built on a mountain of mistakes? Oh well. But something cool about Abundant Harvest is we can use it to get more lands. Okay, they got exile target player's graveyard. Ooh, not my graveyard. That does actually counter my my breach. I know the slick shot is right there, but we could just get the triple prowess trick. I think when you can triple slick shot, or when you can triple Swift Spear, you're supposed to. I think that's the move. Especially on turn 3. I'm gonna get a land. It's a little clunky to do, but I do think setting up that slick shot is better in the long run. Yeah, so they have to sacrifice this to give their humans indestructible. But we're still winning on the worst thing they could have done to us is block us. Okay. So those are going to get +1/+1s, which make them a little hard to deal with. They're not going to swing, so they weren't born yesterday. It's canonically confirmed. They're tapped out, so we can just drop. Oh my god, I tapped my land wrong. I'm a goofball. Do as I say, not as I do. I shouldn't have tapped like that. Just one of those things. Wow. It's a good thing this opponent is stuck on 2 lands right now. And they didn't get an Aether Vial. Spells cast with the chosen name can't be cast. Let's see. What did they choose? Tarmogoyf. That's a good decision. They have some familiarity with my deck. That is a card that kind of claps this matchup. Always nice when you misplay and you still win. Not that that's necessarily happened, but it did. Okay, this is a hard matchup to play against, but they love Aether Vial, and they also love boarding in against me. So I think Pick Your Poison is the choice here. Mutagenic Growth isn't that great on the play, so we strike that. I think that's fine. I don't think we need any moons. I don't think their graveyard is that great. Destructive Revelry is just if you need 6 artifact removals, and I think you need it in that matchup. This matchup. But Pick Your Poison gives you artifact and enchantment for 1 mana. And against a deck that likes to play things that give them hexproof, enchantments that give them hexproof, and artifacts that let them continue to drop things on the board. Pick Your Poison is pretty good. All depends on how much cards my opponent keeps. That informs my mulligans. We're having fun. We won our first game. Beginner's luck. This is a deck I have in paper. Okay. This is a rough... I'll keep it. I'll play with fire. I'll bolt their first creature. Alright. Get some info. Okay, they're not drawing anything but a land. We've got 2 instants in hand, so we're just gonna let them do their thing. Well, I can't bolt that. But I can bolt face. Alright. I think here it's permissible to just drop a Goyf. It's a 4/5 right now. The deck. Let's see if I can pull it up. What's up, Kagan? Thanks for stopping in. Don't forget to drop a like, because on YouTube that informs visibility a lot. So yeah, here's the deck. I am mid-game, so I'm not gonna go through it fully, but so as not to hold up my opponent. But it's cute. It's got Tarmogoyf, it's got Question Druid, it's got Slick Shot, it's got Abundant Harvest, it's got Tarfire for the Tarmogoyf. Got Swift Spear and Dragon's Rage Chandler. And it's got Bolt, Lava Dart. It's Gruul Prowess. Okay, this creature I can kill. And should kill. Okay, they only have one energy right now, so I gotta bolt it. I gotta take it out. Too good. Now this may look like a misplay, but every time I play a creature, they gain 1 life. And every time they gain a life, and every time I play a creature as well, they get an energy, and if they have free energy, they can do things. I guess that doesn't trigger it. Is it only? Yeah, it's only off of that trigger. But they would gain a lot of life. So my Swift Spear is kind of a null creature because that protection from red. I don't have any trample effects right now. But once they see the Goyfs I have, putting in a 5/6 for 2 and giving them 2 life is not bad. Putting in a 1/2 that can be chumped block ad infinitum for 1 and giving them 2 life is bad. Okay, they're gaining some life. Looks like they're gonna probably play another human. Okay, what does this one do again? Is that where you get the tokens? Dang. That's a powerful one. They're starting to snowball. Pick Your Poison is dead here. Really thought they would have more Aether Vials. I think the best thing I could do is just remain tall with the Goyfs. But if I wait, this will just keep getting bigger. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna swing with a Goyf and hold up a Goyf. They're currently at 5/6. I know those blue numbers are probably small. But a 5/6 ain't bad. Okay, that's... Might have to scoop to that. Because I can't cast a Tarmogoyf. Yeah, they played well this game. Okay, well I guess Pick Your Poison is supposedly dead here. It's just usually a human deck has Aether Vial. And usually a counterplay to my deck is putting up hexproof enchantments, so I'm still gonna run it back. I'm gonna run it back. I'm on the play. It's a perfect opening hand. Questing Druid is cute. See what they got. And up Plains. Okay, that's not much to write home about against my deck, right? Might eat those words. Exalted is... Is it on block too? Yeah. Tax alone. Okay. So I can attack. I showed my computer screen for a moment there. You may ask, why am I not doing anything? Because questing Druid is something you're supposed to activate on the end step of your opponent. Okay, that's the land they drew. They might be struggling. Or they might have too many lands. Too early to say. Thanks again for tuning in, Zach. Great to see you on Quest for the Janklord this week. If you're watching this and you want to support good Magic content, donate to Quest for the Janklord. They got a Kickstarter right now for a playmat. It's super cool. Proliferate, okay. Now on the end step, we seek the beast. That gives us, that exiles the top 2 cards of our library until our next ends, until the next ends. So this is insane. Under your control, that's a good. Okay, I think champion needs to go. We should drop a Goyf. Now I have a 4/6. We lost the DCR, DRC, but that's okay. I think a Goyf is just better in this situation. We weren't going to hit Delirium that turn. And as we know from game 1, they do have some graveyard removal. That's hard to say. What are they going to proliferate? Okay, well that worked. That stock goes crazy. Look at that stack. As someone that used to play a lot of Soul Sisters, I appreciate what my opponent is doing right now. I just don't like that it's beating me. Let's see. Jeez. That's insane. Gotta give it to him in the game chat. Nice. Yeah, Magic the Gathering. What up, Troll Slayer? Welcome. We love Magic the Gathering. Okay. I can take out this, I can take out this infantry and I want. So that proliferate abilities. Let's seek the beast. See what we can do. Tapping the stomping ground there was a bit sloppy of me. So this is the prowess. It's asserting our dump. So what we do is we get the prowess trigger here, then off the graveyard. We're gonna take up that. It's too good. Creature removal is winning. This deck, my deck against this deck needs to play more of a mid-range style game. And certain sacrifices have to be. Let's see what human they drop this turn. Okay, cards of the chosen name can't be taxed. Are we going to choose Questing Mage? Questing Druid, that makes sense. It's 2 revealed cards for my opponent. It makes sense that they try to stop me from using it. This Guide of Souls is a great card. They might have me here. They probably do. They should have gotten the Exalted trigger. But still, this is... Yeah, now they have a flying 6/7. I don't think we're winning this one, y'all. But we got to see a new Modern Horizons deck and play against it. That's fun. Yeah, there isn't much my deck can do against this. I really thought they would be running some Artifact or Enchantment. In hindsight, I probably should have brought in those Blood Moons, because they were doing a good amount of non-basics, and not a lot of red mana. So, lesson learned. Sometimes that's just how the cards crumble. We learn things. My sideboard probably needs some Unholy Heats for this meta. It certainly did in that matchup. There are some matchups where it's really not necessary, and there's some where they are. I know. I'm coordinating seeing Ghost in the Shell 2 with some friends, because for the anniversary they're playing it at select theaters. This is Magic, yeah. This is not Magic Arena, sorry. This is Magic the Gathering Online. It predates Magic Arena. It has the modern format. Magic Arena is a lot more flashy, a lot more visually appealing, and yeah, it's a lot more new player friendly. You get a ton of cards for free. You just kind of play endlessly and earn new cards. I highly recommend it for anyone that's not super franchised. But if you want to play Modern, you can't play it on Magic Arena, which is too bad, but understandable, because they would have to integrate every single card from, I think, 10th edition onward. It was either 10th or 6th edition. And that would just be insane, because they also would have to do every interaction with every card. Okay, Soronoscopy. Wow, we're lucky I'm being on the play tonight. We're on the play again. Okay. This hand is a bit mana heavy. But it also... I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put land in my graveyard. And then I'm gonna play a Goyf. I'm gonna bolt the land in my graveyard into Goyf. If they do anything that puts things in their graveyard, that'll be good for me. It'll be a great time. Because we are rocking the Goyf today. Wow, they're griefing me. Come on, come on! Not the turn one grief, not the thing that's been very prominent in the format for months. I'm at least gonna bolt them. Because, I mean, at this point, they know what my hand is. I don't know why they did that without playing a land. Looks like they don't have the, what did they X out? Ooh, Living End. This is a Living End deck. Yikes. We gotta outspeed this one. Living End is hard on game one. You pretty much, by turn 3 or 4, you have to win. And it's hard to do. Because usually you aren't main decking Graveyard Answer. Living End is a mass reanimation deck. So usually you aren't main decking Graveyard Answers. Plotted my little friend. I think I'm gonna lose this game one. It's a hard matchup game one if you don't know. Because you really have to mulligan into the most aggressive hand possible. Which ideally my deck should be doing, but sometimes a Goyf hand can win you games that you would otherwise lose. Wow, look at all this mana. I guess I can get Jegantha in my hand this turn. But yeah, I'm really flooded. I really like Arena. And I really like Magic Online. It will be a sad day when they get Modern on Arena. Because I'll play it on Arena. It'll be fun. But they do have the newest set, Modern Horizons 3 on Arena, which has all the cards that were printed directly into Modern. My opponent seems to be kind of dirtling. Let's see if they get their Cascade next turn. If they do, this is over. They are cycling a lot. They're down to 10. I just am also not drawing well. Let's see, is that it? They're only tapping 1, so probably not. Might be trying to figure out how to tap their Sunken Road. Let's see. Don't forget to like the stream if you could. It really helps the stream's visibility more than anything else. It's like we got to second main, so this turn they will not be dropping their Cascade, because there isn't any instant Cascade that's irrelevant. Yes. We're gonna do a lot. We are gonna sacrifice the dart, because that just brings them down to 2 life. Even though that slows down Jegantha in the sense that it's probably not going to happen. Oh, it brings him down to 3 life. For some reason, my brain always thinks that Slickshot is a 2-2. It'd be insane if it was. Yeah. We're in a position where if we top deck an instant or sorcery, we win. And unless they deal with our Slickshot, but even if we top deck a Lightning Bolt. Okay? Now if we top deck any sort of bolt, we Starfire. But let's see that Living End. Why would they? I guess they must have had it in their hand. Well, yeah, they had it in their hand, so they held it. That makes sense. Okay. That's probably it. Though these don't have flash. So I still could bolt off the... These don't have haste. So I still could bolt off the top of my deck and win. Oh, and I got a Tarmogoyf from that. Because they discarded my Tarmogoyf. That's very silly. They've definitely got me dead on board. Put them back in any order. Wow, so they can really... I draw. I'll top deck. I'll still see it through, just for fun, but I think we're going to game 2. It was very close. We got them down to 2 left. We had drawn like 1 bolt. But this just... I was always wondering why this was in this deck, and that makes a lot more sense. I literally can't top deck the answer. Now my Gigantha, stop this. So yeah, if they swing with everything, they can do 9, exactly 13. If I block their biggest creature, so... Yeah, and I didn't even draw the bolts, so... We gotta go to game 2! Definitely hit. Thank you, Troll Slayer. I think Magic is good. I think Magic is a good game. It's fun. Okay, so we've got some graveyard removal, which is good in this matchup. Mutagenic Growth is good on the draw. Tarfire is not so good in this matchup. Blood Moon. Do I get to see the board after I go to this? Darn, I totally don't. They use a lot of non-basics, so I don't think a Blood Moon is irrelevant. But other than that, it's just... All we really gotta do is hope we roll well. Not sure what to... I think Questing Druid is what... No, it's Underworld Breach. If we get to an Underworld Breach, they've already drawn too poorly. There we go. Turn 1. What's the most aggressive hand I can keep? In my deck, we can afford to mulligan. Okay, that has a lot of hate. Ugh, do we keep it though? Because it doesn't have creatures. Yeah, we keep it. It just has so much hate. They've mulliganed down to 5. We need to play the Crypt on turn 1 to dodge Grief, even though it's cute to hold them for Prowess. Alright, this way, if we draw another land off the top, we have a Blood Moon, and if we don't, we have threats. So, we're doing just fine. We drew all of our hate. Except for one Magus of the minute. That's really funny. I'm gonna hold up these lava darts because they're better on prowess triggers. They're more bang for my buck. If they grief me, I can use them in response. Hell yeah. I too will surveil one, probably. Hope you're all having a good night. I sure am. Had a good day at work. Had a good time after work. Ate well. Now I'm playing some Magic. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know what they'll do about this. Let's just response here. Let's just make them worried. Because if they put the lava dart in my graveyard, I can use the lava dart, so it doesn't really matter. I suppose I should have gotten an untapped land so that I could have potentially killed the grief if, but even then I wouldn't want to sacrifice both of my mountains. Because putting down a Blood Moon is just so much better. Wow. I'm surprised they're playing this out, because I've kind of got them. A bit. Let's surveil. How many? Okay, so we are gonna be delirious. So yeah, I'll put this on the top of my library because that ensures our ability to Blood Moon. Okay. They put away a force of negation. That's surprising. We gotta go for it. Yeah, that's game two. That's the matchup. You lock out your opponent from doing their thing, otherwise they inevitably win. It's a weird way to play Magic, but it's fun. Ooh! Alright. Time for the W. Because we lost the first match, so we want to get this. Okay, we have a Tormod's Crypt. I'm keeping this. I have answers. So Tormod's Crypt only counters one activation of the spell, but Blood Moon endlessly does. And of course, we're getting the turn one grief. Means we have to be way more aggressive because they're gonna put away the Tormod's Crypt. That might just be game since we're on the draw. We certainly can try. Especially since this DRC is going to surveil 1. And if it's a card type that isn't already there... Oh, but that would be 2 artifacts. Yeah, we can do that. Because if we get a land off of Abundant Harvest, then we can really we can play another DRC and have double Delirium and Lightning Bolts, which is really nice. Can't mess up too bad. The game will stall my Imperialize. Yeah. Yeah, this mode can really punish you because you have to learn how Magic Online works with like the clicking through triggers things. Like it's really easy, for example, to swing in this mode in MTGO. But yeah, Arena is great. Very friendly. Well, they aren't doing anything this turn, that's sus. Okay. So this is great. We can play DRC. Full face. Double surveil. Okay. That will get us to double Delirium. So now at the very least, they do have a turn clock. It's not the fastest turn clock, but it is a turn clock. They have to win in 2 turns. We'll see if they can pull off the win this time. Looks like they double Street Wraith. Pretty good for them, I won't lie. Okay, they got the Grief. What did they exile for the Grief? They exiled the Living End. That's interesting. So that tells me they probably don't have the Cascade right now. That's too bad, because with the amount of life they lost, we could have bolted them to death. Right now we're just putting things into our graveyard so that we can just get an answer. See what my next draw is. Oh, that's... Okay, well, if the top card of my library is a land, if the second to top card of my library is a land, I win here. So we're gonna do that. Because if we can pull off that bolt, we win. It wasn't. We tried. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I could have Abundant Harvested into that bolt. Ah. Oh man, I was looking at the forest for the trees. I messed up. Oh wow. They have to win this turn. And they didn't. That could have been bad. So we're 1-1 in this league right now. That's pretty cool. We have to go 4-1 just to get our entry fee back for this friendly modern league, but something. Dang. Ate 3 meals today and I'm still hungry. Guess I'm just a growing guy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. like and subscribe. Dang, we're down to 1 viewer. That's crazy. That's fine. We're having fun. Just playing some Magic. Hope the thumbnail was good. If you liked the thumbnail. Yeah, so Troll Slayer, one thing is that you are on a clock in this, but it's a 25-minute clock, so it's basically as long as you have to think about things in a normal gathering game. In person, in a tournament setting. Now we just gotta find another person. How long's that gonna take? I'm probably the 29th first. I really don't know what I would use in that Soul Sisters match. But I doubt that matchup is gonna be good enough. At least there's that. At least I can. Who knows what the meta's gonna look like in Modern 3? It's ambiguous, but it's fun. Shang-Zhan, let's go. Take the play again 3 times in a row. There are some nights where it's the opposite, so I'm really glad tonight I have taken the play. I will keep this. This lets me set up my board and get the bird. The bird man. We play a DRC. We play a bobble. We can surveil with the bobble. We actually keep that on top. That's a great next draw. Get some information about our opponent. They have a Thoughtseize. So, I gotta plot that, oh no! They're gonna Thoughtseize my Slick Shot. No! Oh well. 2 damage to them. Yeah, you just shocked yourself to get my Slick Shot. Yikes. Yeah, it's the same modern turn list or modern ban list and stuff. We can do a lot this turn. I'm gonna choose non-land on this. Put that into my graveyard. Okay, Bolt is good. I grab a land. It'd be super cool if we had this Slick Shot right now. But alas, we do not. But we do have, we are able to sift through a good number of cards here. I don't think that's the worst top deck. No, we need more of a board presence against black, because they're going to get me to sacrifice my creature. But, you know, 8 damage on turn 2 ain't bad. Be nice if I had the Slick Shot. Be lethal if I had the Slick Shot. Exile my bobble. Whatever. Let's see what we can draw here. That's what I love about Abundant Harvest. You can get if you need a land, you can get a land. If you don't need a land, you can don't get a land. you, I love putting Lava Dart in the graveyard using DRC because I can still use it then. Yeah, not the worst thing. This DRC is value town. You have a Shieldred, that'll be pretty tough when they have 4 mana. First they have to have 4 mana. Oh, that'll be such a good top deck. Alright. Yeah, see, that's why we needed to try and sift for creature. Which we're gonna draw right now. Activate that in response. We try to make sure our next draw is good. That's alright. The Tarmogoyf is good because it can deal with oh, I should try to get a land off this though. Might have been a misplay. Oh well. I just misplayed hard. But you live and you learn. Because they can play Shieldred now. But I can kill Shieldred with Tarmogoyf. Oh, and they couldn't block my monster. I always forget that Shadow can attack me. I can't block unless I have Shadow. But I always think of it like flying. Like I feel like I always think they can block me. Yeah, play your Shieldred. Go for it. I have a chonky Tarmogoyf. It may be a turn late, but I have a chonk, and I have a flyer. And that's hard for my opponent to do. Why isn't this mana tap? There we go. So we're not behind on board. They are gonna start gaining life, and that's too bad. You can give me a land, sure. Tapping for 5, I wonder what that is. Gosh, I'm not sure how I could have sequenced better there. I know that the questing druid was a mistake now. But I sure did go through a lot of... I went through a lot of stuff in my graveyard, but also I'm glad that's all there so that I can do almost endless Mishra's Bauble off of a Underworld Breach. But this isn't looking great for me. I have 2 Lava Darts. So those 2 Lava Darts could kill Shieldred with my Swift Spear. That would be kind of poggers. And for that reason, I think keeping them in my graveyard is good. But this is a tough matchup right now. Okay, that's tapped, which means they can't. Yeah, they can't use it to cast anything. Okay. Okay, in response. I think that was the right play. Because then they don't get a land. Oh, but then I don't. That was silly of me. It may have cost me the game. Certainly didn't make things easier. Well, I can kill their Shieldred this turn anyways. And that's good. Because they have to block. I'm still doing okay. I think this is the correct play. In response, I Lava Dart. The Bowmaster. That ability's still on the stack, so they'll get a useless 1/1. Useless for me. Yeah. I played well for the cards they were able to play. I think all I can do with this is my worst matchup. I think all I can do here really is surgical. Try to get some of their cards out of the game. But that was a close game, and also I certainly know that I could have played better. That's 2 creature heavy. That's perfect. That way, even if they have the turn 1 Thoughtseize, they still have a slick shot, probably. They mulligan. They don't mulligan. Okay. Wait. I can make up for that. I can do math. I can do math. Yes. I can get the land. Perfect. Okay. That made my mulligan less bad. I wonder why they're holding up the swamp. I don't know, dude. I think the immediate slick shot is the way to go. No. No, we gotta hold up for the double. We gotta hold up for the double. Because then they have to hold up remove. They're gonna put something in their graveyard. We removed a card from my grave. It wasn't that great. I don't know what the tech is on removing that card, but I don't think that was the move. Now we can double slick shot. Would have been nice if we got a land there, but beggars cannot be choosers. And this is still pretty nice. We'll see what removal they have before I do the mutagenic growth. We don't want them to remove the one that's getting growthed if we don't have to. Yeah, I assume they were pushing. That's fine. That's why we hold up the growth. They don't push the growthed one. Alright. Man. Good for them. I'm gonna take a look at their hand and also take out their fatal push. Exile every single fatal. And they have a Karn and an Orcish Bowmaster. Okay. I need to not let this be at 1 tub. I know how to do that. Nice that these are all swamps. I have a lot of land removal in this deck, so I'm gonna take the shock. Even though I'm losing a lot of life. Because that Voidwalker would have been a lot worse. Wow, the last time you played at a shop in person was when Zendikar came out? Wow, that's a good set. Love the Eldrazi. Let's see what they reveal. They got the One Ring. I don't think we're winning this one, folks. Didn't even have to search there. Silly man. Okay, well, we can guarantee Jagantha next turn. That's nice. Even though it'd be nice to get some damage in, we're gonna stop them from being able to activate the most powerful part of Go. Just getting a card from outside of the game. But I think we're playing this out, but I think we've lost this game. I think that we were all in, and that double fatal push got us. Be a good clip moment. Alright, we got a 5-5 at least. Nice that they gave me the ability to tap my wooded foothills. And I can kill the Karn right now. Because Karn does not have protection. What's that gonna... I guess you can block. I suppose that makes sense. And is annoying. Yeah, we're probably host. But hey, we stayed alive. Whether you're a brother, whether you... It was looking so good when we had the double slick shots, and we had to go in on that, so... Got anything right. Cityscape leveler, oh no! Oh no! A big chonk. Alright. I got this game. We played as best we could. And there were a lot less misplays that game than... Well... Wasn't that great? We got a good clip moment, and that's what matters. I'm happy they got to live that dream. Music. Good ambient music. We didn't get on the draw this time. Okay. This DRC hand is okay. It lets us sift through our deck and deal with any board presences they may have. I'm keeping it. They're mulliganing? For me. Mountain? Ooh. I like what my opponent is cooking. Okay. As someone that's played a lot of burn, you bolt the Swift Spear. You kill the Swift Spear. That would have hurt a lot more than it's already going to. Okay, we don't need any green sources right now. What we do is we put out the DRC. Pay the mana. Play the Arid Mesa. Gosh, the client is going slow. We get another mountain this time. We are just reducing the amount of damage we're taking off of lands against burn. Bolt the creature. Keep our creature at top. Dang, we could have had Delirium this turn. Do that actually. We'll have Delirium. See what they have on the top deck. A dead draw with 2 cards in hand. We may be outspeeding Bird here, folks. Okay, 2 cards, 2 mana. Okay, that's... We're in a tough spot to shock in any lands. So the best thing we can do is drop DRC. We can hold that. We can get a surveil land. At least we've got them on the top deck and we can block the creature. They might sack their Sunbake this turn. Burn is a surprisingly hard matchup for this deck because it's faster than us. And if we can't win on board, then we're keeping up with board. And like, for example, I just expended 2 bolts to not die to Bird. We'll see what they do. They don't know we're on Gruul Prowess yet. We still have to get there in like 2 turns though, which is tough. Unless their draws are really bad, so play opening ourselves to that possibility, but we may have already lost. Especially since even if I use this Arid Mesa to get green mana, I'm putting myself at 6, which is 2 bolts. So what I could do is I could Lava Dart to see if the top of my deck has a green mana source. Okay, they're dealing 3 damage to me. Is it worth it to be in bolt range? I don't even know. Probably not. I don't think we have the crackback. We can try. We don't even have life gain in this deck. The bolt is just tough. We don't have it in the sideboard. We don't have it in the main deck. Just really depends on if they get a bolt off the top 2. Surgical extraction is risky, but it is an answer. No. A horrible thing to have in this matchup. That'd be nice if we weren't at Be Live. I have 2 lava darts in the graveyard. That ain't bad. It's 2 wool damage. Did a bolt? Not. It's probably land. I think if they had it, they would have played it. They got 1 more turn to live. You can try to find a bolt here. Yeah, I mean, we've got them anyways. If they don't have it next turn, we have them. So. They have to draw a bolt off of the top deck or off of Sunbig Canyon. We'll see. The Goblin Guider or Swift Spear ain't gonna cut it. Do they have it? No? Ah, they dealt 1 damage to themselves. Nice. The fetch. Good for them. That was a good play. Unfortunately, I don't have much sideboard against Bolt, but I am willing to play a little dangerous and bring in a surgical extraction just to get some of their stuff out of here. Farfire isn't that good in this matchup. Well, I guess it's creature removal. The surgical extraction, I don't know. Reducing the bolts they can draw for 2 seems good. Can't use this hand. Can use this hand. Looks painful. I am the red player of this game. Having a Goyf on the board will be good. I don't know if this hand is that good, but we're playing close games. It's a hard matchup. So we do this before we play the Goyf, so that if they bolt the Goyf will be out of bolt range. Look at what they got. The dead draw, we love to see that. Okay, that's all the shocks we're doing this game. Because now we've got a Goyf that is out of bolt range. If they cast an instant, then Goyf has 4 toughness. We love the Goyf. See what if they bolt me at the end of the turn. Makes sense. You just grew my Goyf, you goofball. Why grow the Goyf? Okay. Now I have a 4/5 Goyf. Let's see if we can get it large. We certainly don't want to shock ourselves. Not a good draw. They've got me on a 3-turn clock. I've got them on maybe a 3-turn clock, depending on what I draw. They're probably winning this. Unless they're really unlucky. Although I know one card in their hand is a plains, is a land. Yeah, I'm just waiting for 5 right now. 4 right now. Just probably isn't enough. Those darn shock lanes. I don't know why this player is wasting so much of my time. They can't respond. Aren't they just taking damage? Are they looking for me? Are they looking at my deck list? This just seems like bad manners. Am I getting BM'd right now? I'm probably going to do something crazy here in Underworld Breach next turn just so I can surveil and try to get DRC in Delirium. Because if I don't even surveil into Delirium, I would still get it the next turn, which would ensure lethal. Also because of the number of cards. Little shifty. I've only got 4 cards in the graveyard. Did my opponent disconnect? Are we gonna get the W on a timeout? Hello? Or did my game freeze? Brown. The stream's still going, so I don't think I lost connection. But it's also not letting me send a message, so who's to say? Can't win them all. Hi, kitty. Yeah. He's eating his kibble. It's a good kid. We're just waiting for my opponent to do something. Unless I'm frozen, but I don't think I am. I wish there was something more for me to talk about. Modern Horizons is really cool. Modern Horizons 3. But the packs are too expensive. Way too expensive. It's like my opponent just got up to get something. Or, I mean, we did go up a viewer. Maybe they're stream sniping. Yeah, they dealt 3 damage to me. Dealt 3 damage to me. They have a land in hand. Do they have the 3 damage? Oh! Why'd they make me wait so long? Alright, we're 1-3. Let's go for the 2-3. Let's go for the 2-3, baby. Can't win them all, but we can have fun. We can learn. So yeah, Connor, the standard sets cost a normal pack. Costs like $5 or $6, depending on the retailer you go to. But Modern Horizons 3 is directly into Modern, which is a format that's more power grid. So the packs are between $11 and $15 because there's this phenomenon where if a pack is too cheap, then you can sell the contents of the pack to your local game store for the trade-in value of the pack, and then it can be really bad for local game stores. It's annoying because that shouldn't be the reason. There should be MSRP, but I get it because like if someone can come in and literally trade in the contents of the pack to get all of your stock, then your store isn't making profit off the pack, or at least that profit is then being turned into store credit. But it just sucks because it's a really cool set and I really want to draft it more. But there comes a point where you have to be your own fiduciary, and there is a price I'll put on Magic products, and that's $15 a pack. It's way too much, unless it's like a special collector's booster. Let's see what they're going for now. Let's see. Modern Horizons 3 play booster. Okay, so this is a booster box. Booster boxes are $250. That's for 18 packs. Play booster. So one good thing is that this is a really popular set. Okay, they're $11 right now, which isn't too bad. for what you get. Most of it, you're going to be able to play in Modern. You're also going to be able to play in Commander. Commander is the most popular format in Magic the Gathering. It's the 4-player casual format. That if you're ever going to play Magic the Gathering, I recommend playing. I'm in Q0. Did I glitch out of the queue? See if that... Okay, I think I have to restart Magic Online. That's nothing private showing. Okay. Yeah, packs used to be $4, but inflation happened, and for a long time they didn't. To Wizards' credit, for a long time, packs did not go up in value. I'll give them that. For a long time they didn't keep up with inflation. But now you're almost guaranteed 2 rares in every pack to make up for the price increase. And every pack has a list of cards with alternate art that range from uncommon to mythic rare that are reprints from previous sets. And that's pretty cool. Blasts from the past. But yeah, we're not doing good tonight. We're going 1-3, but every game we win, we ruin someone's chances of going undefeated. And every game we lose, we increase someone's chances of going undefeated. So either way, we're gaming. And that's what it's all about. Gosh. But yeah, my deck is probably power crept out of Magic. But that's fine, because I love my deck. And there's a Discord dedicated to my deck style. It's called Prowess, and they'll crack something. We'll crack something. But I have all the staples, because there's a mono red, there's a green red, there's a blue red, and then there's a blue red green variant of my deck. And I have all the staples for those. So anytime one of those is meta relevant. Okay. This is a card and to keep, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna send it. Ooh, we're playing Tron tonight. Not a terrible matchup for me. So Tron tries to set up 3 lands that when you have one of each kind, you have Tron, kind of like Voltron, and you can tap for 7 mana off of 3 land, which is really good. They may have just already gotten it. So they have a turn 2 Tron, but I also have a turn 3 win with this slick shot. So I'm not too worried. I don't really have spot removal in Tron, so I can just do this. Again. Next turn, I can do a ton of damage off of these lightning bolts and lava darts. So we'll see who wins. The new Tron or the previous... Tron is like a very fun deck. You could play it in Pauper, which is the common only format. And it's been in Modern since the day Modern began. I guess the legendary One Ring is the one thing actually that can prevent Tron from. But I still don't know. Yeah, so that's the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. I like that for the Lord of the Rings set, they just made a card that's like, they made the One Ring a really good card. I really appreciate that. My opponent is... They're in trouble. They bought themselves one turn. We'll see if I can get Delirium here by Lava Darting myself. The Delirium is when you have four different card types in your graveyard, which I just hit. And when Dragon's Rage Channel, when you have Delirium, Dragon's Rage Channeler becomes a 3/3 with flying that must attack each turn if able. So that means that they have to win next turn. Clear the board. Or I win. And this isn't Yu-Gi-Oh, so that's a lot less likely. But they do have a crazy amount of mana. They're probably going to play an Eldrazi God here. Ooh, yeah, so they can exile my whole board with this crazy card. They can -2 to, yeah, kill everything on my board. Darn. I should have held up. But I can at least kill this. And that's something. Because Ugin can deal 3 damage. It can gain you a ton of life. I probably maybe should have just bolted face there. But it is what it is. There's in real life, there's a 1 of 1 One Ring. So there are more than one, but there's one that says 1 of 1. So there's only one of that. It's funny because there's only one of any. They won here. But yeah, getting turn 3 Tron, there's only so much you can do. But luckily, my sideboard has a ton of answers to Tron. So, game 1 I'm not favored, game 2 is pretty good. Me? I just have a ton of hate for when they assemble Tron and otherwise. For stopping them from assembling Tron and for when they have Tron assembled. I have Blood Moon, which makes every non-basic land a mountain, which the Tron lands are non-basic. And I have Pick Your Poison, which forces an opponent to sacrifice an artifact, which is really good against the things that help them assemble Tron. Okay, Blood Moon is good. We'll keep that. Can't win every game. Let's try and get that 2/3. So we grab a land off of this. Just a normal land is fine. We surveil. Lets us decide whether or not to put the top land into the top of our deck or our graveyard. I'm actually going to put it into the top of my deck, because that guarantees 3 lands on turn 3, which guarantees Tron. Which guarantees Blood Moon against Tron. But this is good. Oblivion Stone gets around this. It also costs a lot of mana to do. So because a Blood Moon would prevent me from playing Questing Druid, best that I cast Questing Druid right. It's gonna look like a misplay, but it's actually so that my opponent is thoroughly stalled. Because once I drop that Blood Moon, all of its mana, all of their mana is going to be kind of useless. Oh, they have life gain against me. That's probably pretty good. But I can stop them tapping for meaningful mana. Gosh, keeping that Tarmogoyf is so tempting, but I think Blood Mooning here is the winning. Now their lands can never tap for 1 mana unless they cast this 3 mana artifacts that cost 4 or 5 mana to blow up everything, which gives me time. We'll see what they can do. They can gain 5 life. I'll give them that. Draw a card. That's cool. They can get a land from their deck. That's cool. They're in trouble. This is one of the better things I can do against them. Okay. That's pretty good for them. They can pick a colorless card from the top of their left library. See if it's something that helps them. It's probably going to be a Chalice of the Void. Haywire Might, gaining life. It's not terrible against me. If I draw a land here, yeah, they're in trouble. I can cast Mishra's Bubble. Get some more power on the board. And Surveil again. Ooh. Ooh, that gives me Delirium. Ooh. Is it? No, the power increase from Delirium isn't worth doing that, so I'm gonna draw more cards. Drawing more cards is good. Drawing more cards is winning in Magic the Gathering. Suppose I should have looked at my own card there, but alas. So now I draw 2 cards. And I'm 1 card away from Delirium. They're in a lot of trouble. Yeah, they're in a ton of trouble. I probably have it here. Even if they gain their 5 life. Even if they gain their 7 life. Oh, that destroys my... Nice, I forgot it did that. Good for them. They're probably still donezo. Because this gains 1/1 for every time I cast a non-creature spell. This gains +2 power for every time I cast a non-creature spell. This gains 1 power for every time I cast a red spell. That's a lot of triggers. Kind of hard for them to deal with. We'll see. Game 3. Let's go 2-3, baby. Let's go 2-3. Super epic. Let's go. This is the final match of the stream. This is the final game of the final match of the live stream. Let's try and get this W. Let's try to get this W. Okay. On the draw. Yeah, I can do that. Because what I really need is green, and I have a good number of chances to get green having this on the draw. Second land ain't terrible. At least I can double Swift Spear next turn. At worst. That's a good bottom. That's a good floor to have. And I got the Chromatic Sphere. Swing for 2. See what we get. Not great, but at least that's not the card I'm drawing next turn. Playing Christmas Land Magic here. It was worth keeping, but it wasn't great. Yeah, I guess Pick Your Poison isn't that great in this matchup. I can get rid of the One Ring though. If I top deck a forest, I can get rid of the One Ring. That would still leave its effect on the stack though. Well, since the One Ring has done its best thing, I think it's actually better to just drop a Goyf here. Drop a Swift Spear. to hold Slick Shot. Because they can't have all its dust here. No way. I can't even get them to sacrifice the One Ring with that Chromatic Star there. They gonna Sylvan Scry? For a 3-mana land? Okay. Okay. That's relevant. Probably better to bolt the Might, huh? Depends on what I draw. If I bolt the Might, they gain 2 life. And my Swift Spears connect. But if they block, they gain. I lose the opportunity cost off the Swift Spear and life. Those margins matter. Exiling all graveyards is fine. Nothing from my graveyard could really do much. Got 3 mana. The bolting with face just does so much. Ah, but they're still gonna. Oh, but the Goyf. That's why they exiled the graveyard, of course. Which is why I will destroy the artifact creature and cast a sorcery and cast it, then my Goyf grows. And so that I get Prowess triggered. Yes, because yeah, swinging in with these bolts is okay. Oh, it's over. They got me on the storm. I'll still play it out, but it's probably over. Very nice on my opponent. I'm still gonna play it out. They don't have any green mana. How are they gonna get green mana? That's how. Still slowed them down. Still did something. But it ain't going pretty. It ain't pretty right now. This is what a colorless deck is, Connor, if you're watching this. This is what it's like to play against a colorless deck. They're probably going to try and life gain again after the storm. They have 4 man. They have crazy ton of mana. They're just playing this out. That's cool. The Sieger can't really deal with me. The song kind of sounds like I need mana. Very nice. Very nice. Would have probably been better to Blood Moon. But it's already happened. $15 damage ain't bad. Especially when I can slick shot for lethal. If they don't gain life next turn, I got them. Let me guess. Oh, they didn't weather the storm. Well, they probably still could. I think my slick shot wins this. They can't deal with the slick shot. They take a lot of damage off the One Ring. The One Ring drawback. Okay, they probably got me. This allows them to destroy all impermanents. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's see what can happen. 4 cards. They drew 4 cards. They gotta win with this. They gotta cast an Ulamog or something. But still, they have 5. They gotta draw and weather the storm. Good thing Questing Druid can't be interacted with. This is a crazy last game. I gotta say, not just for the viewers, not just for the applause. This is a crazy last game. Let's see what they can do. I have 43 cards in my deck. I have a 2 in 43 chance of drawing another lightning. Well, they could just cast another One Ring. What did they discard? Worth it to try. Especially since now I can cast the Questing Druid on my second main when they blow up the board. They have 2 life. If they don't instantly cast a, gosh, if I was holding a land right now, I could have dropped a Blood Moon sneakily. But they're probably, if they don't cast another One Ring right now, they lose. Okay, that goes on the stack. I don't think they can prevent that. For each bird encounter. I don't know if replacing the One Ring with another One Ring prevents that damage. Woo! I took 60 play points and turned it into 30. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You've had a wonderful time. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Boom, 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 boom.